Okay, guys. So today we are going to be talking about inequalities. Okay. So after this lesson, you are going to be able to compare numbers by using inequalities. Okay. Now, this is going to be a little different than what you might be used to because we're throwing in something a little bit new. Okay, now first of all, do you guys remember what an inequality is? Or do you know what that word means?
Not from what I can see, it looks like the alligators.
The alligators, yes, greater than or equal to. So your inequality is a way to compare numbers and expressions. Okay, so like Connor just said, okay, it looks like it is the alligator that you guys have already learned, okay? So this very first one, and remember, or keep in mind that whenever we are reading inequalities, we read them going from left to right, just like we do equations and expressions, okay? So if you come to the open alligator mouth first, you're going to read that opening first. So for instance, if this said 5 is what to 2, because you come to the open mouth first, you're going to say greater than. Now you're going to cut apart your second page and glue these flaps on, or you can just go ahead and leave them like that. As long as you recognize, you might want to highlight or color your greater than sign. Okay? And then your second one, what does the second one stand for?
Less than.
Less than. Perfect. You guys know those. Okay, now, looking at the third one though, have you seen one that looks like this?
No.
No. Okay, so here is where we get to the new. Okay, so here, what do you think the arrow stands for there? Greater than. But we have a line underneath it, okay? Because we can have some values that are greater than or equal to. Okay? So as we're moving more into algebra, you're going to start seeing this more often. You might solve an inequality where it says, what is x? Well, x can be greater than 5, but it could also be equal to 5. Okay? So this stands for greater than or equal to. And then, of course, our last one is going to be less than or equal to. Okay, now, once again, we use these inequalities to compare numbers. Okay, so for instance, what does this expression or inequality say? What does that mean? Hadley?
X is greater than 17.
X is greater than 17. Now, give me some examples of what X could be. 18. What else could X be? 19. What else could X be? 20. Let me ask you something. Could X be 17.0001?
Yes.
Okay. Can X be 17 here?
No.
No, because it has to be greater than 17. Okay? Yes, sir.
It could be 2 billion.
It could be 2 billion. You are absolutely right.
If the inequality there had the line under it, could be 17.
Exactly. If the inequality symbol had the line underneath it, it could be 17. Okay, so let's look at just a couple more real quick. On our examples, our very first one, we have X is less than 5. What does that mean? What does that mean, anybody?
It's less than
Okay, so it means that X is any number less than 5. So before, you've always had two values and you have put the inequality sign in there, correct? Now we're throwing in a variable and we're saying X isn't just one number, it can be any number less than 5. So give me 4 examples. 4.999, great. Give me another one. Great. 3, perfect. Give me another one.
0.01.
0.01, perfect.
-3.
-3. Fantastic. Okay, now look at the next one. Here we have a different inequality symbol. So what does that one mean?
It can be greater or equal to 6. X can be greater than 6 or equal.
Exactly. X can be any number greater than 6 or equal to 6. Give me 4 examples.
11.
Perfect. Give me another one.
6.
6, absolutely. Give me another one. 13, and one more.
7.
Perfect. Okay. Now going to our next page. Let's look at a couple of these real quick. Okay. Let's look at number 1. Which values for X make this inequality true? What values can I put in here for X that would make this inequality true? What could X be equal to? 3. If I put in a 3 there, what would that say?
3 is greater than 4. Oh, 5.
5. Because then it would say what? What would it say then, Eli? 5. Yes, 5 would be 1. because then it would say 5 is greater than 4, and that would be a true statement. So 5 could equal x, right? Or x could equal 5. Okay, look at number 2. Which values for x make this inequality false? False.
4.
4. Okay? Because if I put a 4 in there, how would that read?
4 is greater than.
Yeah, 4 is greater than or equal to 8. Is that correct? No. So any number that is less than 8 would work, right? So that could be our example. We could say any number less than 8.
Greater than 8.
Well, any number though would make it false,
Oh.
right? And up here, this would be your example. We could say any number greater than 4. Yeah. Read your question carefully, okay? Now, look at number 3. And it's asking you if this is a correct answer. If this is a solution, does this work? So is x equals 5 a solution to the inequality of x is, how would we read this? X is, how do we read this right here, this inequality?
X is less than 5.
X is less than 5. So can we input 5 into that inequality? Can we say 5 is less than 5? Does that work?
No.
No. So is this a solution?
No.
No. So we could write out no, it's not a solution because 5 is not less than 5. Okay, very quickly, let's do number 4, okay? Determine which would make this true. Would we say less than or greater than?
Less than.
5 is, now how do I write a less than inequality symbol?
Now let's see the bigger one.
Okay, so our point, right, is going to read first, right? So we're going to say 5 is less than, our open mouth is going to eat the 12, and our point, our vertex is going to read as less than. Okay, number 5. Determine which inequality would make this true. How do we make this a true statement?
Make the alligator go to the 1.7.
Okay, make our alligator go to the 1.7. How would we read this?
1.7 is greater than 1.08.
Exactly. 1.7 is greater than 1.08. And number 6. This is a tricky one. I'm telling you right away, it's tricky. So think for a second. Okay? Determine which inequality would make this false. Now, first of all, what are the 2 inequalities that it is giving us to choose from?
Greater than or equal to or less than.
Okay? So we have a less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So what should we put in here to make this false, not a true statement?
8. Yeah, 8 is greater than 8.
8 is, now it's not just greater than.
Teachers, the office will be closed. I will be in the gym. If you need me, please get me on my walkie-talkie.
Okay. 8 is greater than or equal to 8.1. That's just not true, right? It's not greater than, and it's definitely not equal to. Okay. So go ahead, write down what you have learned. Okay. Most of this was review, but a few new things, and then we will expand on this tomorrow. Do you guys have any questions? Have a good day.
Bye, Grayson.